I became interested in studying terrorism largely when I was an undergraduate. This was before 9/11, but for whatever reason, this topic always interested me, and this was just for a long time. And when I started, I actually believed in a lot of the things that were being written about terrorism, which were quite there was sort of the same sort of literature that said terrorists are crazy, terrorists are psychotic, and that sort of, it was interesting to me because if terrorists were so different, why were they behaving in this way? And then what was sort of very interesting to me is that the more I studied this and the more I got into it and the more research I looked at, the less those things became true. And that increasingly became interesting to me, that what was being said about terrorists was not necessarily true. They weren't crazy. They did seem to have a strategic rationale behind what they were doing, and it was sending messages to a lot of people. And that was interesting. The whole idea that terrorists are sending signals, that this is happening in a huge environment of uncertainty, that was very, very interesting to me. And I thought that that was going to be something that the United States was going to deal with for quite a while. Then after my military career didn't work out, I just stuck with it because I thought it would be interesting. And then 9/11 happened and a lot more people got interested. Before 9/11, not a lot of people were interested. So it just sort of stuck with me in that way.